Eddie Chambers here. Eddie Chambers, you just met Adamek, your first time face-off. What did you see in Adamek's face?
Oh, he looked serious. He looked intense. Looked like it's going to be a good fight. That's what he looked like.
Now, have you watched Adamek's fights, and what fight, and what are Adamek's advantages and disadvantages?
Well, I mean, I thought he was my height, but then again, nobody's my height in the heavyweight division no more, even though he came up. Everybody's bigger than me, but no. I mean, I think this is pretty much a stalemate in certain situations when it comes to, strength and things like that. I think, of course, I hold the speed advantage and boxing ability overall, but he's determined. No matter what happens during the course of a fight, he's going to keep coming, and that tests your heart. And I have a great heart, so I think that makes for an extremely exciting fight.
Now, how do you rank Adamek among your past rivals who is similar to him that you fought before?
Well, he's right up there with some of the best guys I faced. Obviously, one of the biggest names I faced besides the Klitschko's and Sam Peters of the world. He's right there. You know what I mean? He has some in certain instances better tools than others, but others had better than him. But he had where he lacks in his skill, or as far as with those guys, he makes up for in heart and determination and focus, and that's what he's going to bring to the table on the night of the fight. And I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think you're a better technical fighter than Thomas?
I do feel that. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm supposed to say that, but I do feel that. Also, more speed. But he's a quick guy himself, and how often are we used to seeing either of us fight anybody equal speed? So it's going to be a very, very interesting style matchup, and because we're both boxers by nature, I think that may kind of, I don't want to say it's not going to take away from the excitement, because this is going to be a boxing match. It's going to be something that you're used to seeing in lighter weight divisions, where you're going to see, catching shots, throwing shots, all kind of different little things that are going to make it for more of an interesting fight.
How is your body condition? I mean, you had a couple injuries. You pulled out about your last two fights. How's everything now?
I feel great. I mean, I know I said that my last injury, but this time I really feel great. I'm ready to, go in and perform. You know what I mean? I want to erase the thoughts of me being injury prone and, taking, not being able to fight anymore. And is he still active? I don't want to hear those things anymore. Shoot, I like to be, I'm iron, you know what I mean? Most of the time when I get in, I've never had an injury before until now. And so it's a little frustrating not to be able to go out and fight. Now I got the perfect opportunity to do that. This is the perfect forum for me to really show that I'm not only a quality fighter, but I'm one of the best.
Now, people say this is the fight. People on the street say this is the fight, man. I mean, they say whoever competes here, man, and stays active, whoever wins, man, they stay active in the heavyweight division.
And yeah, that's true. I really believe that, whoever comes out as a winner is the guy other than the Klitschko brothers. You know what I mean? And therefore, that person will be the next heir to the throne, and also to dethrone, a Klitschko, which would be a great opportunity for either of us. I'm going to be the guy to get it, though.
So what is your prediction on this fight?
I'm predicting a victory, any way possible. Boxing to a 10-round decision, or, winning, maybe stopping him early or middle. I don't care. I don't care how it comes, as long as I win. And that's why I'm putting the work in. Our plan is to, of course, go in and workmanlike and take care of business and win a decision if we have to. I've never gone into a fight, except for early on in my career. Obviously, when you're young, you're knocking all those guys out that you're supposed to knock out. But since I've been an experienced fighter and fought top competition, you're not going to knock all those guys out. You're not going to hurt every one of them all the time. So what you do is you get in there and you work your way to a victory. That's what we plan to do in this fight.
You're walking into Adamek's home. This is hostile territory for you, with thousands of Polish, white and red flags, and they're going to be going AWOL. How are you walking into this with your mindset?
Well, I've had some rocky scenes in the past. You know what I mean? When I get in, they throwing beer at me and all that. But I've also changed their minds. You know what I mean? I let a lot of people change. You know what I mean? And look at me as, wow, he's really a classy guy. And not only that, he's a great fighter, a great performer in the ring, and can hold his own against the monsters. And I've fought in pretty hostile territory in the past. I mean, I just fought Klitschko a couple years ago, and there was 55,000 people in the audience, a sea of people, mostly there to see me get beat by Klitschko. And I couldn't have been more at home. Now, of course, I lost that fight, but that's the kind of thing that kind of motivates you. You want to shut people up. You know what I mean? And that's one of the ways that you can do so, is by winning in that kind of a territory, in that kind of a form.
Now, many people think that you are the best American heavyweight fighter. Who do you think is in the top with you, heavyweight division? What are your plans after this fight?
Well, man, there's a ton. Actually, not a ton. There's some guys out here that you may not be familiar with them, but obviously Brian Jennings, also from my adopted hometown Philly, doing his thing. Malik Scott is another one. Chaz Witherspoon's another one. Seth and they're actually fighting. Him and Chaz are actually fighting. Seth Mitchell and Chaz Witherspoon are actually fighting. Kevin Johnson is another really good fighter. Some guys you haven't heard of, man. I don't even know the guy's real name. I just know him from Twitter, but I know he's another good fighter from down in Texas. We got some young. There's so much talent that is gonna be coming up in the game that it's hard to imagine that boxing is where it is. But with the opportunity of having NBC Sports televising these kinds of fights and getting the word out there, and now it's nationally televised. Not only is the heavyweight division coming back, but boxing in general will be. So we have an opportunity now to get that ball rolling, and I think we're all doing a great job in doing so.
What are your future plans?
My future plans are to continue beating up on people until I get as much money as I can handle, and then I'm retiring. Honestly, my opinion now is to become heavyweight champion of the world. That's my first goal, and then from there on, hopefully we go to unification. I want to do some things that a guy my size in the heavyweight division was never. I mean, I can't say was never able to do. You know what I mean? Because you look at Holyfield and guys like that who's had successful careers and been undisputed and all that before, Tyson and stuff like that. But to maybe be able to drop a weight class, win a title, anything. But first things first. I'm not looking past Tomaszem. There's no way I can even think about looking past Tomaszem. I got to go in there and handle my business here. You know what I mean? My future plans are all based on what I do in this fight. And with a tough fight like this, I gotta really be in the house thinking about it and working and preparing.
Last question. Now, have you ever watched any of Adam's fights? And who did you watch? Which fight did you watch?
I was in the house when he fought Nagi Aguilera, and I thought he looked really deep. I thought he did a great job. You know what I mean? The guy was actually a pretty skilled fighter. Not a lot of people give that guy enough credit. He fought everybody over and over. Every time you turn around, he's fighting another monster. It's just kind of like me. The only thing is, I just believe he needs to be in a little better shape and get more focused and just focus on just boxing and handle his business, and he'll be a lot more successful. Saying that, Tomaszem beat him and controlled the fight for most of the fight. He had some tough times in it, but yeah, he controlled the fight. So what's that saying about him? Saying he's still in a great position. He's still doing really well, and I think this fight is just a perfect, just what the doctor ordered for the heavyweight division right now.
I see you can't wait. A couple last words for your fans out in Poland.
Oh man, thank you. I have Polish. Please just cheer for me for this fight, please. I know you love Tomaszem. We all do, but just think about me just one time. If you happen to be a fan of mine, please. Just thanks for the support. And continue support even after 2 injuries and having all the problems that I've had over time, not being active enough, where the fans can see me, and not being just transparent to, what I mean. It's really refreshing to know that there's really a lot of fans, even in Poland, where Tomaszem is housed. You know what I mean? Still support me, and it's really greatly appreciated. And just watch, and I will do you all proud very soon.